Welcome back everyone. I hope you're doing awesome. I'm going to share my brightening body butter with kojic acid, my recipe with you. This is a super lightweight body butter. It melts into your skin beautifully. It's very fast absorbing and it does a great job of helping to brighten those dark areas on your skin. This is not meant to be a bleaching body butter. I have to say this because I always get asked about bleaching products. This is just meant to target those dark areas on your skin. So I'm going to show you my process step by step how I make this body butter. So let's jump right in. And if this is your first time stopping by, my name is Esther and I make DIY hair and skincare videos. And I also sell my products on my website. I'll have that linked in the description box if you want to check that out. So let's jump right in. And here is the formula for the brightening body butter. This is for a 255 gram batch, and this is also going to be in the description box along with links to where I purchased my ingredients from. So I'm going to get started weighing out my ingredients, and I'm weighing out my shea butter. You can always make substitutions to the ingredients and make it work better for you. Next is aloe vera butter. So this is a much softer butter. You can always swap it out for something else, but you might end up changing the texture of your finished product. But this is also a very moisturizing butter, great for dry skin, eczema, and it's also very soothing. I'm also using some hemp seed butter. This is another lightweight butter. It's rich in fatty acids. It also has anti-inflammatory benefits. If you don't have this, you can either skip this or you can try using something like mango butter. I'm using kojic acid dipalmitate, and this is the main ingredient for this brightening body butter. So this is going to help with those dark areas on your skin. It's going to help brighten up those areas. If you don't have this, you can try other ingredients like lemon oil, turmeric oil, sea buckthorn oil, papaya oil, but the kojic acid dipalmitate, this one is very stable for your formulations, and it does help to brighten up those dark areas. So I'm going to heat everything up. This is going to take at least 5 minutes to do because of the kojic acid. You want to make sure you heat this up for at least 5 minutes, so that way the kojic acid completely dissolves, and that way you don't have crystals later in your body butter. So I'm just going to put this on low to medium heat until everything dissolves. So next I'm going to weigh out my plant oils. I'm going to use grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is very lightweight and it absorbs into your skin very quickly. I'm going to add in some fractionated coconut oil. This is so good for dry skin. It helps to soothe and soften up your skin. And to this, I'm going to add in some sweet almond oil. Sweet almond oil is rich in vitamin E. It also helps to protect your skin and also moisturizes your skin as well. So now my butters have completely melted, and I'm just mixing this up to make sure that my kojic acid powder has completely dissolved. So I'm just giving this a quick mix, and then I'm going to add in my plant oils that I've already weighed out. I'm going to stir to combine, and I'm going to cover this up and place in the freezer, so that way it can firm up and become semi-solid, and that way I can whip up the mixture. So once my mixture has cooled down in the freezer, this is what my mixture is looking like. I don't like to let my mixture harden up too much in the freezer, because then it's difficult to whip. So this is what my consistency is looking like. It's a medium solid texture. There's still some liquid. So this is what I usually like when I'm whipping up my body butters. So just keep that in mind. You don't want your mixture to get too hard, or it's going to be difficult to whip. So I'm using my mini whisk because this is such a small batch, but you can use your handheld mixer, you can use your stand mixer, and I just start whipping on low speed. For the first 3 to 5 minutes I'm on low to medium speed, and then after the 5 minutes I start whipping on a higher speed. But in all, I usually don't whip my body butters more than 15 minutes in total. You don't want to over whip, otherwise your mixture is going to deflate. Your body butters will deflate. And of course you want to scrape down the sides just to make sure everything is evenly whipped, everything is well blended and well mixed together. And that's just what I'm doing, and then I'm going to keep whipping. So you want to keep whipping until you get a nice fluffy consistency. And while I was whipping, I realized my container was going to be too small for my body butter, so I ended up switching to a bigger jar, and I just kept whipping. So the key with whipping your body butter is just to have a happy medium, where you don't over whip and put too much air in your body butter, because that's just going to deflate when your body butter melts. So after transferring everything to another jar, I whipped for a couple more minutes before I was satisfied with the texture. So when I've gotten the consistency and texture that I like, then I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients. So this is what my consistency is looking like. So it's a light, fluffy, creamy texture, and everything all comes down to the combination of butters to oils. If you use a lot of hard butters, your consistency is going to be a lot firmer. I used softer butters like the aloe vera hemp seed butter, so I have a lighter consistency. But so far this is what everything is looking like. I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients. I'm going to weigh out my vitamin E oil. The vitamin E oil is a must because that's going to help extend the shelf life. It's going to keep your oils fresh and reduce rancidity in this body butter. I'm going to add in some arrowroot powder. This is going to help reduce the greasy feeling of this body butter. I like to add my arrowroot powder in 1% increments, but it is a matter of personal preference. And then I'm going to add in some essential oils. You can also use fragrance oils as well. So once everything has been added in, I'm just going to give this one last whisk. And I don't do this for a long time. I just do this for about a minute or so, just to make sure the arrowroot powder, the essential oil, and vitamin E oil are well blended. And so far this is what the consistency is looking like. So it is a lovely creamy fluffy texture, and of course you can always make substitutions to work better for you. With this brightening body butter, the main ingredient is the kojic acid palmitate. That is the brightening ingredient, but you can always adjust the butters to oils, the ratios. but this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to go on and package this body butter up. I get asked a lot about shelf life, and this body butter will last anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Shelf life depends on the expiration dates of your individual ingredients. That's what determines the shelf life, and that is something you have to determine for your own body butter. But that's what I have so far. I'm going to package this up, and I also get asked about, does the texture change? Does it get hard? It's going to firm up slightly, but your body butter should never be rock hard. I've never made any body butter that turned rock hard after a few days. The texture remains soft, the texture remains fluffy, but it is going to firm up slightly because it is a butter product. So the brightening body butter is ready. This body butter feels amazing on the skin. It literally just melts into your skin in seconds, and it absorbs super fast. So I really hope you enjoyed this formula. I really hope you enjoyed my process for making this body butter. I know there are so many body butter videos, but I always make my body butters pretty much the same way, and I always have the same results. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this formula, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. As always, please don't forget to subscribe if you've not, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss any new videos that I upload. And also don't forget to like this video because that really supports me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.